iteration of Celtics to get here with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. What do you think this season means to this Celtics team?
Well, it was amazing 7 years ago how quickly they became a force, because they got to the Final Four against Cleveland and LeBron in his last run there, and unfortunately they just couldn't win Game 7 at home. But I think with each loss, they grew to become a better team, and I think they learned from their mistakes. And this year was a culmination of that. It just kept going and going. Winning and winning. It was pretty impressive. It was they just never really let down.
Yeah, it just didn't stop. And then some of these other stats that anybody stand out to you on this team, Andrew?
Well, I think Brown definitely had to take it at a different level if they wanted to have a day like this, and he did. He was really good, and obviously he deserved the conference championship, MVP, and the finals MVP. He was there, and not to take away from Tatum and the others, but he just came up defensively. He made some big stops. He was on Doncic most of the time, so he was really clutch when they needed him. And Tatum also took it to another level, obviously, too. The turnovers went down for both of them, and that was so annoying, especially in the Golden State series 2 years ago. It looked like they were just puddles out there, just didn't know what to do. And I think it was almost like they were too big for too little for the moment at the time.
It could have been. And you look at these guys, like Brown is 27, Tatum's 26.
So he panned out for the Lakers for that weird pandemic year.
True.
But they've never actually, I think they've hit their wall. And I think the Celtics have plenty of time here to maybe match what the 80s Celtics did with 3 titles. I think they're, and luckily with the way structured, the salaries are structured, I think they got a chance to do it. And I was a little worried when they did sign Brown last year for that Supermax that they couldn't afford Tatum and Porzingis and, Holiday. But apparently they're going to, with this new TV money, they're going to be able to afford all of these signings. I think,
you're right. Amazing job, Wick Grousbeck and Steve Pagliuca, primary owners. And Wick Grousbeck announced that it sounds like Al Horford's going to come back for another season next year, which is, I think that's good news for the team. And
I would have just stepped away. I love Big Al, but just end on top. He's slowing down. And I think the one thing they do have to do a move here to repeat is get a backup center, because you can't rely on Porzingis. Unfortunately, obviously, he's brittle as a matchstick. So I think they have to get a backup center in the offseason.
Yeah, I think I think that window. What do you think? What do you think for a window, Andrew? Maybe like you mentioned, the '80s Celtics. That's about a 5-6 year window. I think these guys are looking at that as well. What do you think?
I agree, and they're sort of there already, because they, as you said, lost to Golden State in 2022, and in 2023 they got to Game 7 despite losing being behind 3-0 against Miami. They came back to make it a Game 7, and I think they just ran out of gas in Game 7. So I guess the only worry I have, and I think this is what happened to the '80s Celtics, they just didn't have. I think they just played too many games, and that's why Bird and McHale and Parrish. Well, Parrish was relatively healthy, but in terms of health, they were all banged up, because I think they just played a lot of games. And I think Mazzulla could do in the next couple of years is maybe, I hate to say it because I hate this, but take games off for these guys, especially Tatum with his wrist injuries. I think it would just be key also to just get him some rest. And he's going to play in the USA in the Olympics for the USA.
Just going to say that. That's it's huge. But I think I see a duck boat. Looks like the first one. Oh, yeah, Andrew, heading over to you.
I'm here with Marty, and are you excited about today?
Super excited, man. I mean, I waited so long for this. I remember 2008. I waited 16 years for this. The 2008 championship was amazing. I didn't go. I'm so happy I'm here today.
Same. I feel regret for not doing that, but at least I've now have my Celtics attendance parade-wise. And did you think this team could do this?
I definitely thought they could do this. I was a little apprehensive just getting to the finals, just kind of hearing, you know, everyone's kind of takes on everything. But I just feel like, you know, the Celtics have worked really hard to get to this point. They have an amazing defense, excellent offense, and if they play the right way, you know, how could they lose?
So, do you think they can do this in years to come? Can they be a dynasty?
That's a tough question. I definitely think they have the potential to. It really relies on the health of the players and also what acquisitions Brad Stevens makes. I feel like with the second apron coming, it's going to be a lot tougher to kind of have the same players in place. But if they can get players that kind of can produce towards the same level or close to that level and are willing to take less money, I definitely don't see a reason why they can't repeat.
I agree with you. So, this has been Marty. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
back to you, Dave.
All right, Andrew, thank you.
All right, awesome.
No seats.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Some good commentary there. Do you see Jaylen Brown, Andrew?
Yes, I do, and yes, it's the chant of MVP all over here. And like I said, I love this atmosphere. Everyone is just hyped up.
Right, and there he is right there. Derek White came from the Spurs, a huge addition. He was a defensive player. You could see Andrew probably coming by you now.
He is, and that's a guy I didn't think was going to do anything here, and he stepped up. Another great move by Stevens.
Absolutely, he set a record. He had
Derek White just did a sweet thing to the crowd. He gave him the heart signal, like
cool
for the love.
Very cool. Yeah, he's definitely feeling the love here in Boston.
I've been very fortunate, but when we won this championship, I cried tears of joy. It meant that much to me.
You know, that's the second championship they won in my lifetime. First one, I was a little too young to enjoy, but now I can enjoy it. You know, great championship. Just the energy here is great. I love it, man. Shout out Boston.
Have you guys went to the other duck boat parades?
This is my first one ever.
It's my first one ever, too.
Oh, wow. Where are you guys from?
Northern Virginia, around D.C. area.
I can tell a little southern accent on you. What about you?
DC, we're in the same neighborhood.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, I guess I can see why you guys are here, because what had the Bullets/Wizards ever done, right?
Nothing.
Nothing,
Nada.
unfortunately.
Hey, the Celtics won more games in the playoffs than the Wizards won in the regular season, I'm pretty sure. So,
That's true.
I'm pretty sure that's true. So, I'm from up here. We came back home. It's great to be home.
So are you guys hoping to see another one next year?
It has to be. It has to be the Celtics.
Of course we are. I can't wait. We're running it back next year.
There's no other reason why.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Go Celtics.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you, Dave. How do you feel about the team, your team?
Amazing. I love them. We're title champion city. It's always going to happen.
Title Town!
Title Town, baby! Go Celtics!
This is your guys' first parade?
No, but it's her sixth and my third.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
World champs, baby!
Pingus, Pingus!
Yeah. So, yeah, you can see these guys are hyped up.
We're going back to back. We're going back to back. You heard it here first. Well, second after Joe Mazzulla.
The city needed a championship. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. We needed something.
And the Bruins are next year, I hope.
Bruins next year, Celtics next year, Patriots. Give Drake 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. What about you? How do you feel?
I feel so overwhelmed with joy, and I just love Al Horford so much, and I'm so happy that he finally got his ring. He deserves it. He's a good boy, and Banner 19.
Should he be retired after this?
No.
Okay. That's my opinion. He should have.
He's very spry still. He's a spry young man, and he'll be back for next year.
With another title?
Yes.
Exactly. What's your name?
Katie.
Katie, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So there's the crowd. It's obviously they are so excited, and as they should. It seems like it's like St. Patty's Day Part 2 over here.
Yeah, time's about 500. Thank you, Andrew, for that, for braving that down there. And